On our recent trip to Rome, we also took a Mediterranean cruise. We boarded the Enchanted Princess in Rome, arriving in our first port of call, Salerno, the next day. We boarded a bus in Salerno and traveled to Pompeii. We spent the next day at sea and arrived in Santorini, Greece on day 4 and spent the day on this beautiful island. The next port of call was in Kusadasi, Turkey, and we spent the day visiting the ruins of Ephesus and other local sites. We then traveled to the port of Katakulon, Greece, and visited the ancient city of Olympia, the birthplace of the Olympic Games. So let's spend some time reviewing the ship and each of these amazing places we visited. So we're heading into the Rome Cruise Terminal. We just went through security, and hopefully we can get back on the ship and head out. Okay, here's our ship. Can't really see too much of it. Well, we can see a lot, but there's a lot to see. Okay, here we go into the ship. Okay, so we made it to our room. D for Dolphin 531. There you go. Okay, let's go check it out. I'll follow you. You can describe what we got.
Well, there's the bed, the table, we've got desk, table here. This is the balcony.
Okay, obviously we are still in port. You know, the balcony is big enough for you and I. Looking out at the port across the way. Okay, got our TV. Got some art on the wall. Over here, got a decent closet. That'll be nice. And the bathroom. Toilet, the sink.
Hooks, everything's ready.
Okay, looks like we got what we need. Okay. Yee! Okay, we're just getting ready to sail, and we're looking out at the city of, hopefully I can pronounce it correctly, Civitavecchia. And this is the port city, and it is about an hour and a half from downtown Rome.
All right.
So, yep.
Buonasera. Welcome to Santorini Dining. My name is Albert. I'm their waiter. I hope they're happy with me.
He's wonderful.
Oh, we are very happy. Okay, thank you. And you are from the Philippines?
From the Philippines, Manila.
Manila.
Oh.
So you're used to big cities. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
You up and pour champagne onto the towel. We're going to start with a countdown backwards from 5. The champagne will start flowing, the music will begin, and the evening officially christened. So if we went backwards from 5, all together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome aboard Enchanted Princess.
So sometime in the last hour we docked at Salerno. It's our stop in Italy. And you've got this really pretty seaside coastal town. And you can see the city just spreading out before us. And today we're going to go to Pompeii, so this will be fun. So we're here at the entrance to the Pompeii archaeological site, and you can see in the background we've got some ruins there, and We've got a guided tour today, but it's like an audio tour. I'm assuming that there will be somebody talking and telling us what's going on. But here in just a minute, we will go see what we can see at this great historic site. So this is the small theater of Pompeii. This was for theater, for singers, for that, not for the gladiators. So this is a road, a major road coming down from the city. And in the past, all of the sewage and water would run down this road. So you've got these large stones that they place there to cross on. But also you can see in between those stones, there are actually wear marks from all of the carriages that would cross through there. So pretty good planning, but maybe not so much if you got raw sewers running down the road. So that building in the distance, the white building, is obviously new. It's about 200 years old. And when they started the excavation, they left it there so that they could prove what level of the ground was before they started excavation. So everything lower than that was excavated since that building was built, approximately 200 years ago. So we are out on our deck. Is that the right term? Deck?
Yeah.
The deck.
Balcony.
Balcony. This is a sea day. And so we're cruising between Salerno and Santorini today. And the ocean is just this beautiful, vibrant, dark blue. It's nice and smooth. And so far, it's been pretty smooth.
It has been.
Hopefully it stays that way so I don't have to worry about, chumming for the fish out there.
We hope it stays like this because this is perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful water and the temperature's great. About 70, I would think.
Yeah, probably close to 70. But just a beautiful day in the Mediterranean. Love it.
Love it.
So we're on the ship ready to get off in Santorini, and this is a tender stop, so we have to wait to get on a water shuttle to get back in there. And straight ahead there with the white buildings at sea level, we think is the old port below Fira. And then up above you've got the Fira town, and you can see that white path zigzagging back and forth that you can walk up, or right to the left of that is a tram line. And we'll see what we do. Hopefully we can get a water shuttle that goes over to Moody Bay right below Ia. We'll find out. So we are here at the port in Santorini. You can see our cruise ship in the background. And we had to do a tender in, and that took forever and a day. But we're here, and we're just waiting in line to do the cable car to the top of the cliff, bluff, whatever. and they said it'll take us about 20 minutes of waiting in line for that. So we'll see.
Should be a fun time.
Yeah, we're hoping it's a good day. It's beautiful here, but a lot of people, but probably all the time.
Oh, I think there's usually a lot more. We're the only ship in port, so that's good.
Yeah. Yep. Good thing. Let's go. Okay, here comes our cable car. Maybe you'll be able to see it here in a minute. It's kind of bright out there. Apparently you can fit 6 people in each one of these little cars. So we'll get on and head to the top.
Swinging a little bit here.
We're swinging.
We're swinging.
There's quite a few steps up here. Those are big steps.
Oh, there's the donkey. Oh, yeah. Mamma mia.
So we are here in Santorini and we're in Ia. OIA. I think it's pronounced Ia. Anyway, you got all these beautiful cliffside dwellings and blue domed buildings, whatever they are, churches or houses, whatever they are.
Beautiful scenery.
Yeah, pretty nice. Very nice day. Good day to be here. So here we are at our next port of call in Kusadasi, Turkey. Someplace we have never been.
Nope. It looks good.
Wasn't sure that this was a place that I would ever be coming to, but now that we're here, I'm looking forward to the day.
We can't wait to see Ephesus.
Yeah, hopefully there's some neat history and we get to see some things that we have never seen, including the old site of the Temple of Artemis, which is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Should be good.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay, let's have fun. When we started our tour from Kusadasi, the first place we went was a home in the mountains that is reputed to be the last resting place of the Virgin Mary, the Mother of Christ. Now, we don't know if that's true, but there is some historical evidence. But whether or not it is true, it certainly does make for a good story. When we arrived in Kusadasi, we had booked a tour through the travel show travel agency, and this really simplified matters because they picked us up directly at the port. We didn't have to go find a taxi or anything, and we had a private Ephesus tour with lunch, and they not only had a driver, but we also had a tour guide that went with us the whole time, and her name was Tuba, and she was very, very, very good, and it really made the tour of Ephesus much better than it would have been on our own. So these are the famous toilets here in Ephesus, and obviously you can see those little holes. That's where people would sit and do their business, and then people of course want to get in your way so that you can't see anything, but there would be water going down below there, and after they got done with their business they would have a reusable sponge on a stick that they would dip in the water and use to wipe. So this may not have been what we would like, but it was very effective. So this is what's left of the Library of Celsus, and it was probably one of the biggest libraries around. Very ornate, all these columns, and here they used primarily parchment instead of papyrus. so it's a little bit different. So this is the Great Theater, and this is where Paul would have came to try and talk to the Ephesians. They rejected him, they kicked him out, and right now, unfortunately, it's closed because they're doing some kind of archaeological work. But I think it was said that this stadium would hold about 25,000 people. So a big meeting place for ancient Ephesus.
Guarda, non si muove neanche.
Okay, we're stopping to eat, and here's some food.
It looks good.
Here we go. So we are here in Olympia, Greece, and we're just getting ready to go in the gate to look at the ancient Olympic site. And our driver Takis that brought us out here was a wealth of knowledge and told us all about it. And you know, I think we'll see more of that as we go through. But the Olympic Games were started here like, I don't know, 700 years before the birth of Christ. Went for 1,000 years, 1,100 years, and then it stopped for another 1,000 years and started back up, I think, in 1876. So we'll see that site. We'll get to see some of the things that used to be here, and this should be an interesting stop. So behind me, we have the ruins of what they classified as the gymnasium, and this was a large area where the athletes trained. And I think a couple of things that were really interesting is, first, when they competed, it was only men, and they competed anciently without any clothes on, totally nude. And apparently they also rubbed olive oil all over their bodies, and sometimes, depending on what they were doing, also used like ground up rocks or dust to kind of make it so they could grip things. So this is where they would have trained. Okay, anciently, these were the gates that went into the stadium. And so when we look up, we are going into the stadium right up here, right ahead of us. And let's go check out the big field. Okay, so this is the Stadium of Olympia. And can you imagine 2,000 years ago or more that this was where all the ancient athletes competed? And they competed out here in the center of this field. And the sides were lined with spectators screaming and talking about it. And then you had all sorts of naked men out here running around, and they only allowed men to be spectators because they didn't want the women having the lustful thoughts of all the men out there spectating or all the men competing. So this would be a spectacle. Okay, race started. Okay, I'm sprinting towards the end, and I'm just going and going and going. And okay, that's probably enough. If I was really an Olympic champion, I'd probably be all the way down at the end by now, but I'm not. But I could hear all the spectators screaming my name, going, "Woohoo! You're the champion." Probably not today, though. Okay, so we're here at the Temple of Zeus, and this is what it looked like historically. And this is what the sign says, and this is what remains of the temple. So this would have been probably the big place to be here in Olympia. So Sherry thought it would be fun to stick her feet in the ocean here.
Ionic Sea.
Okay.
Haven't done the Ionic Sea yet.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so we're home from the cruise. Obviously, we're back here. But what'd you think? I thought it was great. What did you think?
It was really good. I liked all of the stops that we made. My favorite was probably Ephesus. It was good. It was a little bit strange to start a cruise exhausted because we ran so much in Rome, but it was good.
Yeah, I agree. All the stops were good. The ship was good. Not really any downside.
No, I would do it again. It's great.
Yeah, but we're happy to be home, and I can't think of anything else we really want to say.
Just time to plan the next one.
Yeah, that's always the next challenge. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all on the road.